Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Oh, right, I should probably post into my Discord that I'm actually streaming. One moment. Um... Mm, okay, just, I think I'm all set up here. And away we go. Today has been quite frustrating, to be honest. I did a Windows update on laptop, which kind of broke it. That was frustrating. The Windows update included an ASUS firmware update, which updated the BIOS on the laptop. And after the update, the turning on the laptop would make it stuck at the ASUS logo screen. So it never even gets into the Windows boot sequence. So that's annoying that a Windows update bricked my computer. So I ended up doing a text chat session with ASUS customer support, and pretty much they gave me some things to try, none of which worked. And then they said, okay, well, you can do an RMA that will cost $88 for them to look at the laptop and diagnose the issue. And then there would be, and then they would let me know how much the repair cost would be of unknown amount. And I'm like, so it's $88 plus however much it costs to repair. So, a very frustrating day today. I'm annoyed that... Well, number one, I'm annoyed that Windows Update is not only pushing out Windows updates and driver updates, but is also pushing out BIOS updates for like ASUS and presumably other laptop manufacturers too. I don't know. I feel like that's very, risky. Case in point, what it did to my computer.
Gather.
Show them. Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Escape.
Gosh, Ayato is so good. He makes this so easy. Okay, where's my next daily? Navigate. Teleport. But yeah, the yeah, Asus
We should look
support's
for a
really gonna
place to
get me
take
anywhere.
shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you
Repairing
catching a cold.
the laptop could be very expensive. And the thing is, that laptop is so old that I'm not even sure it's worth the trouble to repair. It's just frustrating that such an Windows update took my laptop out.
Come on
Took my
now,
laptop
emerge.
out of commission.
Born of ice and frost.
So that's been my day. Yeesh.
Gather!
Come on out. Emerge. Right here. Access denied.
Wow. Ayato is so good. He's so good. Oop. Forgot to pick this up. Next location. Navigate. Teleport. Mm. Bum, bum.
Gather!
Come on out. Emerge. Right now.
Wow, Ayato is so good at beating these guys off. He even takes down the pyro shields in one good go. A surprise gift. Okay, teleport.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Let's see here. Bum. So yeah, I spent like the last 7 hours trying to get my computer to work. Still no luck. Mm. And unfortunately, you know, because this is a BIOS issue on a laptop, yeah, it's not a whole lot you can try doing. So it's just really a matter of me finding out whether or not it is worthwhile paying Asus $88 to look at the laptop and then just to get a diagnosis and then paying hundreds of dollars potentially to get it fixed. What makes matters worse is that I was reading online that there have been people who would send in, their computer in, their laptop into Asus RMA, and would get you would be told that the cost of repair, they'd be quoted a price which is actually higher than the cost it would be to buy a new one. And I'm just like, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I definitely don't want to run into that situation. So I'm kind of like, do I give up on the laptop? Do I give up on my laptop? And, just try to buy something to replace it with?
Thank you for completing.
Or, do I hope that maybe Aces can fix the laptop and it won't cost me like more than the cost of a replacement. Oh, we have new thingies here. What are these for? Irodori Festival, World Quest. Okay, these are all event things. Let's take a look at what event things I can do here. Okay, so we've got questies here and there, I guess. And then these thingies. That's done. That's... Mechanicus is done. Okay. These challenges are not done. Oh, I can teleport directly there? Oh my goodness, I thought that that wasn't the teleport spot and I'd have to actually take a ship over. Okay. That's convenient then. 1 second, I'm opening a bottle of tea. Who are you? I'm PhD Neko. Long have I waited. Strike I shall, and triumph. Blonde-haired girl? Not my match. After this battle. Triumph tomorrow. Bring it on! 75 seconds? Let's see if I can do this in 75 seconds. Shobuyo! Oh, he's using skills. Whoa.
I'm ready. This will do.
Okay, so far so good.
This will end you.
Whoa. Oh. Okay, we made good time. We had to do it in 75 seconds, and we had 10 seconds to spare. Ooh, okay, cutting it a little closer than I thought, but... It was good enough. Hey, Kritsum. Oh, I've been having a bad day today. So, my my laptop, uh, yeah, my laptop, you know, the one that's several years old and anyway, I did a Windows update on it um, today, and the Windows update included an Asus firmware update, which tried updating the BIOS on my laptop. Now my laptop is a paperweight. When I tried turning the laptop on, the Asus logo appears on the screen, and it stays there. Like it doesn't boot into Windows. It doesn't prompt me to go like into the BIOS. If I try hitting like the F2 button to go into BIOS, nothing happens. Yep. So yeah. Thanks, Windows Update, for pushing a BIOS onto my laptop that doesn't work. Hey, Hollywood. Yeah, so I'm very frustrated. Um, uh, since I can't access any settings, I can't go into Windows, I can't go into BIOS, nothing. I can't, yeah, I can't, like I tried putting in one of those like, you know, USB Windows installer things, can't do it. Um, so I did uh, an online chat with ASUS customer support, and they said that they gave me a few things to try, none of which worked. They also suggested some things which were completely inapplicable to my situation because it would require you to be in Windows in the first place. And I'm like, no, these instructions don't work because I can't get into Windows. So they said that they can create an RMA for me to send in the laptop to get examined, and they'll charge me $88 for that if I do the RMA and send the laptop in. And then after they look at it, they will let me know how much it'll actually cost to repair it. So I have no idea how expensive it'll be to try to, you know, unbrick my laptop. So I'm thinking, you know, do I send the laptop in to get repaired, which could potentially cost, well, at least $88, but in all likelihood, much more than $88. Or do I just give up on the laptop and, you know, try to buy a new one? So yeah, my day's been quite sucky. I spent like 8 hours, like from 1 p.m. until about 8 or 9 p.m. Tr trying everything I could, Googling and seeing if there's any solution to this that doesn't involve spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But yeah, things are not looking good on that front. Yeah, I read a horror story that on Google that someone did an RMA, sent in their laptop, and so they paid the RMA cost to get it looked at, which I guess is like $88 at the time or something close, and then was told by ASUS that it would cost like $1,000 to repair their laptop, and that was more than the cost to rebuy the laptop. So there's a part of me that's like, should I send it in to get fixed? But if I hear that this bill where it's like, if they tell me, hey, to repair it, it's going to cost hundreds of dollars, I'm like, maybe it's just better off, like, I'm annoyed. Just frustrated, annoyed, trying to figure out how to deal with the laptop dying. And the thing is, I'm like, why? I can understand Windows Update wanting to update, Windows, update drivers. Why is Windows Update also doing BIOS firmware updates too? That, if something goes wrong, which apparently did in the case of my laptop, it bricks your system. So annoyed. Like, if I wanted my BIOS updated, I would have gone to the ASUS website and downloaded the thing and done the BIOS, uh, flash update, not go through Windows Update to do it.
Osmanthus
So, yeah, like I said, having a pretty terrible day because of my Windows Update bricking my computer. Gosh darn it, I'm so annoyed. I can feel my heart palpitating just thinking about it.
Isn't over. I'm ready.
Ow!
This will end you. Temple. Cheap tricks. Take this. Temple.
Yeah, so I need to decide whether or not I'm going to do the RMA or if I'm going to, just give up on it and buy a new laptop. Yeah, and I'm annoyed that Windows forced the update on you. It's uh, like, I remember with, previous Windows, at least you got to click a button if you wanted to do a Windows update. But with Windows 10, it updates you whether you want it or not. No, I'm like on episode 6, Hollywood, so far. Burp. Hmm? Hmm? Where? Where? Oh no, that's actual storyline stuff. Floral garden. Navigate. Floral courtyard. Oh, wait until the next morning, 8 to 12. Yeah. But, yeah. So, like I said, my day's been kind of sucky, but I hope your day's been going well, at least. Please tell me your day's been going well. Let something good be happening out there. Right on time. They say the jade leaves do repose. I was born in the wind. I wonder what answer we will give. Okay. Never reached consensus with has been known. Green leaves in the background and green grass in the gardening soil. Okay. A floral theme. Okay. Right. So the green. With these little weird thingies sticking out. Right? Yes. And then the little floweries. I think these ones. But how tall? Short, I think. And then silhouette of. Oh, well, it's gonna reveal it to me anyway. Oh, okay. So, a short promise of blue skies is in the front left. What promise of blue skies? Short. And then center is medium silhouette. And then on the right, front right, is short promise of blue skies. Short promise. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? So okay, okay, okay. And then back left is medium sunset. Back left is medium sunset. And then back middle. Hey, Skylander! I've had better days, to be honest. Tall silhouette. Tall silhouette. And then Yeah, my laptop has turned into a brick, a paperweight, because of a Windows update that pushed a BIOS firmware update onto my laptop. Medium promise. Promise, 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 promise. Medium. I hope this is right. Okay. Primo gems. Yeah, so... Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. I guess now
said he
we
would
have...
wait for us at the 5 Cosm Plaza today. Let's go find him there.
Ooh, perfect timing. As soon as I finished flower arranging, a new quest has opened up. Time-wise. Oh, that's weird. My keyboard's acting a little weird. Oh, what was that? Hold on a second. I just heard a... Oh, thank you for the follow! Much appreciated, Skylander.
Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived.
How did your investigation go,
Last
Kazuha?
night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. I was able to learn the entirety of what happened all those years ago. In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an important Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram. Though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced, the process was still unsuccessful. Every blade that was forged was defective. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished, so the craftsmen all fled and hid for fear of punishment.
Okay.
The Kaidahara clan and Yashiro Commission then conducted an investigation.
Oh, thank you.
My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan eventually tracked down the craftsmen near the seaside.
I'm glad you like this outfit. Just a, you know, a little Ichigo-themed pink top.
However, they met fierce resistance from the craftsmen, and in the end they were unable to prevent them from escaping by sea. The Kaedahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped, and the family gradually fell into decline. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined with his advanced age caused him to pass away shortly thereafter.
Oh, jeez. Ah, cause... Okay, okay, no problem.
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. Treacherous people took advantage of the situation and put the family's status in the Yashiro Commission at jeopardy. This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father, the Kamisato clan still wasn't able to regain its prior reputation. But, thanks to my brother, everything is getting better now.
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaedahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the case. However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't stem from a lack of skill, but rather, the diagram had been tampered with by someone. Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed forging all those years ago. Might I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes, I understand. I will go back and search for the diagram. Please come meet me at the Kamisato estate later.
And the plot thickens. Thickens? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh. Wait a minute. Did I get it? Oh, no, I'm not there. Wait, what? Okay. I was like, where did my navigation cue go? Since you mentioned the art stream and was wondering if I finished the outfit, let me do this real quick, cause I'm not. Let me change into the outfit I made last stream.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
There we go. Ooh, let's search this place to see if there's anything hidden. Nope, nothing there. Nothing here. Oh, thank you.
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram.
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's seen at least 3 or 4 centuries of history.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, that's pretty old. Is it still possible to find any evidence of tampering?
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
Oh, I'm sorry work has been so tough for you recently.
Although the effect
I
is
hope
not
you're getting
too
enough
obvious,
rest.
you can still see that some words have now started to smudge. Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone framed the Kaedehara clan all those years ago.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late.
Yeah, but do try to get some rest. Especially if work has been very busy.
When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But my grandfather was only scolded for being too foolhardy. Yesterday, the former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinates to try to forge the sword. Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, if you can't find the secret within, then the Ishin art deserves to fade from the world.
I'm sorry to hear that, Kazumot.
My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again, even till the day of his passing. Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of them was simply meaningless.
Oh, Kazuha.
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young, but later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging arts. It appears that his failure took quite a toll on him.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he use those exact words?
You know, Elon should be an interesting character. I've been hearing things about how Yilan will be kind of like a 5-star, uh, Jin, 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 Jincho? Jinchi? Jinkyu? Mm-hmm. I don't know how good her elemental skill will be. I'm wondering how good it'll be from a navigational control perspective, like how well can you control maneuvering and hitting things and that sort of stuff. But yeah, the burst should be good though.
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words, and still remembers them very clearly. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Wait, Albedo, are you trying to say?
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skills aren't sufficient"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within." Don't you find that a little strange?
Was he the one that sabotaged the diagram?
Huh? Oh, so you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission? After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all of my family's old belongings. I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them, we might be able to get some clues.
Alright, let's get moving.
Eula's had a rerun, right? Like, she's been rerun once so far, I think. Or am I remembering incorrectly? Oh, she hasn't been rerun yet? Map. Tenryou Commission. Inazuma City.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Let me
But where
do
are
another
those
outfit
who
change.
share the memory?
What to wear this time? Maybe this time I will wear... Um... Mm, mm,
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Let's go with something.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But
How
where are
long says
those
it?
who share the memory?
I've had that AFK screen for quite a while. Yeah, I try to hop on each day, especially because I'm using the what's it called? What is it called? The blessing, the Vulcan, yes, because I use Vulcan.
Every
I
journey
try to
has
make
a
sure I do
final
log in
day. Don't
each
rush.
day just so I don't miss out. Eula? Uh-oh. Let me see here. My Eula outfit? Mm, there we go.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Kujo Sara. Perhaps you still remember
My
me.
pleasure, Kazumot.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree. However, your arrest warrant has since been repealed.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaidahara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryo Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back to Inazuma, those items should be returned to their rightful owner.
Ah, so he's actually now permanently living back here again? Okay, I wasn't sure if he was still a wandering, shipmate of Beto's.
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to investigate them for a personal matter.
I see. All right, I'll inform the police station. They'll take you into the warehouse.
Thank you, Sara!
Tonight, I'll probably do some
Kaedehara,
Dead by Daylight after
about
I
the
do
Vision
some,
Hunt decree.
do the Genshin stuff. Yeah, I'll probably do some DBD tonight.
That's all in the past now, Kujo Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
True enough, Gritsum. True enough.
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma.
Oh,
As a
okay.
result, those items from my family's estate are of no use to me.
So I guess he's decided to stay with Beto?
Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
Sarah and Yolan? Spicy together? Really? You are so beautiful to Kazumot. You are so beautiful to Kazumot. Can't you see? You ship Sarah and Yolan together, and that's all Kazumot ever needs. Oh, you are so beautiful to Kazumot.
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
Oh. It looks like I stand corrected. Oh. Cosmo wants to be in a Yelan Sarah sandwich. なるほど。Okay, we are going to the police station. Yep.
You must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. Please come this way.
I know how you feel, Cousin Malt. Having a Windows update brick your laptop makes you feel that way too. Anyway.
The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to save space. My deepest apologies. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find.
Hey, kitty.
I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up and look for clues.
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Ayaka, how's it going for you?
It's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Oh, since the Kaidahara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right? Maybe it's a treasure of the Ishin art!
Hey, kitty. Cat aggro.
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaedehara clan, everything of value has probably been sold off already. The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps Kaedehara used it for training as a child.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Kazu-ha. Wow, so it really was Kazuha's! Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I now have a cat lying down on my keyboard. And using my arm as a headrest. While I use my right hand to pet her back.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything interesting.
What did you find, Shincho?
I found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel, and these are about the process of forging blades. This pile over here is all about plants and flowers.
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged to Kazuha's great-grandfather.
Could there be any
I
clues in the
skimmed
books?
through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting. I shall take a closer look and let you know if I find anything.
Oh, she's getting up. She's getting up. Where are you lying down now? In front of the monitor. Okay, I can see most of the monitor. Just the bottom part's obscured.
There must be some around here somewhere.
Are you looking for booze, Venti?
Do you see all these pots here? Some of them are bound to have liquor inside, right?
How Ayato feel? I think Ayato feels really good. He thrusts quickly and he whacks everyone off really well with his technique. He feels so good. I like him a lot. Oh yeah, Daddy hits very hard. Very, very hard.
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help, and you're over here looking for a drink?
Of course he's looking for a drink.
I merely jest, of course. Come on, we're close to uncovering the truth now. Why do you look so worried?
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to sell all these belongings. What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding out what really happened
Oh, thank
all
you so
those
much,
years ago?
Skylander.
You know, just saying.
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than you think.
I just wish I could do a better job, but I'm not I don't know how to use Photoshop. I barely know how to use an image editor like GIMP. It's, yeah. Within my limited skill set, this is what I've been able to make. Let me do a quick outfit change. Let's do... official. Probably... Nope, that's not official. That's official. Probably the most complicated thing I've ever made. Blah, blah. There we go. Let me reset my position. Okay. Variety is the spice of life.
Since Kazuha made such a request to Sara, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out to be, he's ready to accept it.
Fishing is good? Yeah. Though it took so long to catch so many puffer fish. Is this your Archon's intuition
No,
speaking?
not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some experience in reading people. Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
I'm afraid that he's gonna get all drunk. Since this is our first time here, and we've never been here before, I'm kind of curious if there's any hidden chests or something. Huh. Can I climb up there? Nope. 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 Just double checking.
Sorry, many of the items were moved here recently, so, things are still a bit unorganized. Although the previous warehouse was large, the locks were dated and something was nearly stolen. So Madame Kujo Sara ordered the contents to be moved here.
Okay, so something could have been stolen.
I'll be checking around here. You and the others can start looking elsewhere.
Oh, it's you. Unfortunately, I have yet to find anything of value here.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty old, though.
Yes, perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I doubt it could be sold in its current condition. I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece of dirt caught in the fabric fibers on the back side. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's grandfather.
Thanks, Cousin Alt.
Because this is not what we're looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message behind, I would probably choose to leave it on something a little more special.
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty
No
hard.
need to be sorry.
We better not bother him.
I'm glad I can help you fall asleep.
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Oh,
This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his prized plants were given to others once he became seriously ill. But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his will. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it was. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it behind for other reasons.
Now that you mention it, this flower pot is kinda suspicious.
Yes. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
We finally found something! It's only a bunch of blank paper. Do you think someone already discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very old.
Maybe we need to try using water again.
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink, like that which Miss Kamisato found before?
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then.
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the water there.
Well, how did it go? Those weren't just plain old sheets of paper, were they?
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to appear on it. It is a letter, written by my great-grandfather.
Oh? What does the letter say?
Is it something you can share
It
with us
is.
too?
I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time, but before that, I wish to take you somewhere. Everyone, please follow me.
Little did we know, Kazuha found out that his great-grandfather was responsible for the whole thing, and hence we must be taken somewhere where we can be silenced. Yeah, that must be it. What's this? Oh. That was considered a domain. The police warehouse was a domain. Great. Funny. Let's see here. We went in, got out, finished my good main count. I was like, really? Yep, we're gonna get off.
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
To die. No. Is this place related to the contents of the letter?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan tracked the fleeing swordsmiths to this very location. Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here where they encountered the culprit who framed the Kaedehara clan and the Raiden Gokaden. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I finally decided to disclose the matter. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
it was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated.
Who is this guy?
Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kuni Kuzushi." He then turned and left.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kuni Kuzushi. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened.
Kazuma? Are you referring to maybe this? For a moment, I thought you were asking whether or not I had a Hu Tao condom, but I realized that you didn't say condom.
Because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, to protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Ishin art. But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children and grandchildren." Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram all those years ago, perhaps my great-grandfather would have told him the truth.
No, I don't have a Kazuha condom.
Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here. What are your thoughts?
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not an ordinary enemy. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kuni Kuzushi. Rest assured, we will act cautiously.
How are you feeling, Kazuha?
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. But now I've managed to calm myself. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things of the past. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye.
Well, that would have been a long time ago. If that was in the grandfather's generation, that enemy surely cannot still be around now, today.
These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
The 5 colors true form. Return. Teleport. Kazuma? Kazuma? Hold on. How's this?
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
The Irodori Festival. Oh, that went by too fast.
Irodori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll through the festival venue. Maybe we'll find everyone there.
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then.
True, Kazuma. True.
I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions. Is that so?
No, I don't have one
Anyway,
for that yet.
There is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
Oh, yes, kitty? Hey, kitty. Don't mind me. I'm just... Ah! Kitty. Kitty aggro. Oh, the two are together. Okay.
Well, hello everyone.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
Is that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never let us know.
Right here and try my Inazuma snack.
Empty bottles are starting to pile up at an alarming rate. Okay.
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never really to my liking.
Oh, yeah.
I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you. But please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuses.
It might be difficult.
Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. Instead, all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding against possible intruders. But now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah. Inazuma's already started to change, huh?
Yeah.
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of
Miss
their
Kitty?
burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow the wind as they please.
Okay, next.
Don't worry about me. You should go enjoy the festival.
Oh, the
Greetings,
twins.
traveler. Paimon.
Oh, twins? Not twins. Brother or sister.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the
Siblings.
busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Irodori festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival. So at long last, I can take a break today.
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Oh, you're waiting
Yes.
for Tom?
Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his wallet at home, so he asked Toma to go back and fetch it for him.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever put his duties to the side and relax. So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
Please, get in line over here.
Traveler,
Excuse me.
Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you.
Did today's signings go as planned?
Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shito, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret. Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
It's time for the portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the Five Castle Plaza.
I'm so cold. I turned down my thermostat because
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent
it was-
Irodori Festival.
the heating bill was so expensive last month. My hands and arms feel cold, and so do my feet.
Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival. And now we will reveal the final portrait of the Five Kasen, Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1. Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background. I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the Five Kasen. The Five Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became the subjects of many stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest and most differing of the Five Kasen. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the Five Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Irodori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Irodori Festival have come to a close. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh. Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the Five Kasen for us to find.
But I have an inkling of who it might be. Really? I have no idea who it could be.
Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon!
First, it's someone that knows every
Well,
one of us.
That makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time.
Also, they are connected with the Kaidahara clan.
Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this. Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the Five Kazen! But don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Huh. Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Huh? So it was Miko after all!
I missed what? I missed something? Kritsum?
Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the Five Kazen to guide you to the Kaidahara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do.
You had no choice?
Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside.
Kritsum Yomamas himself? Huh? Is that a euphemism for master debating? Question mark?
I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink. The kind that would only appear when exposed to water.
Well, I wasn't guessing that it was, Ayato. I just was going to say hi to him since I got a dialogue box.
What
From him.
Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha. The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, this obligation fell on my shoulders. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. I had to confirm whether Kazuha has both the will and ability to be privy to the truth. Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, but maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, the truth would only become a burden to him. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
But why was everyone else involved, too?
It wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question eventually. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble. Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future.
So who is Kunikuzushi?
You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you?
Nope, not a clue.
The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
Waiting till midnight, between midnight and 5 a.m.
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right?
No, we shouldn't be damaging this public art piece. We just defaced the public.
It's the balladeer! So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. I wish to tell you of that incident now. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku Decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo-Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaedahara clan.
Honkai character? Let's see. The ones I've made at this point, I think there are 3 total I've made so far. I've got White Comet. I've got Starchasm Nyx. And finally, there's Bronia's Hersher of... Is it Hersher of Reason?
You mean he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess. After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaedahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment of the flower pot. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question.
I wonder why everything is in this weird color saturated, like, high color temperature look.
Which part of Kaedahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected?
Her new thing was framed. Knew the culprit was named Kishi. That it was spared by his opponent. That knew the family friend. Knew the culprit was she. That the was spared by his opponent. I'm guessing frame.
I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Irodori Festival.
Was I right? Was I not right? Was I right? Was I not right? I have no idea. Oh, we just unlocked a new... Oh. Okay, so it doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Okay, so we got that. And I guess we received a crown too, maybe?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
We did get a crown.
And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things
8 till 10, huh?
come to set.
The next day, it said. Let's see. Can you do an outfit change? What to wear? Let's go with this outfit.
Where do you want to go next?
You know, according to the arrival schedule, there should be one last ship arriving in Rito today. But the Irodori Festival is coming to an end. Who would be showing up now? Oh, it's almost time. Let's go to the harbor and take a look. Traveler Paimon, nice to see you again. Wow! It's Kokumi and Goro! So the Divine Priestess and the General of Watatsumi Island have come to take part in the Irodori Festival. Yes, but we are
No
not here
problem.
representing Watatsumi Island's administration. We were invited as individuals. Things are quiet in Watatsumi Island at the moment, and I wanted to buy some books. So I decided to make the trip here. Goro was not greatly interested in the Irodori Festival, but he said if I was going to Rito, he would join me.
Her Excellency is traveling outside
Thanks,
of
Fly.
Watatsumi Island and also meeting her pen
Have
pal
a good
today.
one.
As her general, it is my duty to ensure her safety at every turn.
Pen pal? Yes, we started corresponding just recently. My pen pal and I share very similar tastes in light novels, and we always have a lot of interesting thoughts to share. Of course, there are also times when we fiercely disagree. Since we were both coming to the Irodori Festival this time, we decided to take the opportunity to hold a book review session and discuss our views on various novels in more depth. Sounds pretty professional. Hey, since you both like novels, why don't you try writing one together? Who knows? Maybe you'll shake things up on the Inazuman literary scene.
That's a very interesting idea. It's almost time. Goro and I must go to meet my pen pal at the agreed-upon location.
Kokomi, Paimon's super curious about this pen pal of yours. Can Paimon come with you? Don't worry, Paimon will just watch from a distance and won't interrupt anything.
Let me think. Yes, I think it should be fine for you two to come with me. Alright.
Oh, I hit the button by mistake. We're off to meet the pen pal. Who's Laka?
This is the meeting spot.
I'm not sure who Laka is, Kazmat.
There's no one else around. It looks like we're early.
Ayaka? Kind of. It's a bit low res, but excuse me, it's so cold here.
My. Who have we here?
Miko? Oh no, Paimon hadn't counted on running into Miko. She and Kokomi are on different sides, and they also believe in different gods.
It's the meeting of the Shrine Maidens.
Or are they gonna end up having a fight?
Lady Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. No wonder. I was just wondering where that air of superiority was coming from.
Smack talking already. Wow. Wow. But these are priestesses. So, should we say, let's get ready to humble?
If it isn't the leader of Watatsumi Island, who looks as soft as a jellyfish, but whose words sting like one too.
Uh-oh, this is getting out of control fast.
Hello. Nice to meet you, fried tofu with all the frills.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, soul of the deep.
Hey, what's going on here? Miko is Kokomi's pen pal? No, it can't be. Look at them. Clearly they already knew each other. Does that mean...
This so-called meeting of pen pals is just a cover-up?
Whatever are you talking about? I don't understand. I'm simply here for the book review session with Miss Soul of the Deep. Let's go. The venue for this meeting is in the Kanjo Commission headquarters up there. The view is excellent, making it a perfect place to drink tea and discuss creative ideas.
Who holds a book review in the Kanjo Commission? You seriously expect anyone to believe that? You're not here to talk about shaking up the Inazuma literary scene. You're here to talk about shaking up things in Inazuma as a whole.
Watatsumi Island will soon hold formal talks with the Shogunate on Inazuma's future development. It's essential to have an informal meeting like this one before the formal talks begin.
Right, especially with someone outside of the Shogunate like myself, who is in a good position to test out where each party draws the lines. But this is just our first meeting. It's a little too early to announce it to the general public.
Huh. Okay then.
By the way, where is your general? Didn't you say he would be joining you?
Little puppy meets the fox?
That's right. Where did Goro go?
Goro went to buy some books for me. He won't be attending the book review.
Oh, what a pity. I was rather looking forward to seeing his fluffy ears again.
Oh my.
Traveler, I'd like to talk to you for a moment.
What's up?
I have been getting the sense that Goro does not like having to deal with Gujiae. So I was initially reluctant to bring him to Rito with me this time.
Does she want us to take Goro for a walk?
I noticed he instinctively hid as soon as he saw her just now. However, Goro has a strong sense of responsibility and will feel ashamed when he next sees me. So, I would like to give him the task of buying some books for me to make things easier for him. But Goro rarely buys anything. So, as a favor from me, I'd like to ask you to accompany him.
Sure, leave it to me. I'll take your dog for a walk.
Leave the books to us and Goro.
Thank you. I made a list of the books I'd like to buy. Please, pass it on to Goro.
Goro? Are you alright?
Oh, it's you. I wasn't expecting you-know-who to show up. Oh, it completely caught me by surprise. I had no idea what to say to her. Next thing I knew, I'd apparently already taken cover. I came here to ensure the safety of Her Excellency, but now I'm useless. I've become a burden instead.
Goro, don't be so hard on yourself. Actually, Kokumi asked us to give you a very important task.
Shopping.
Oh, Her Excellency's purchase list. Got it. This is how Her Excellency wants me to make up for my mistakes. No problem. Just leave it to me.
Goro, let us come with you. We can show you around the Irodori festival while we're at it.
Ah, thank you so much.
What made you love Cosmote?
There is a children's storybook on this list called Night at Mount Yogo. I think this is the stand where it's being sold.
A children's storybook?
Yes, it's for the children of Watatsumi Island. Her Excellency says that this book is simply written and very useful for learning new words.
子供の物語の本?
Hello, I'll take 5 copies of Night at Mount Yogo, please.
Thank you for your patronage. Wow, you're a lucky customer. There's a coupon in one of the books you just bought, which entitles you to a free gift.
Wow, Goro got a free gift! That's amazing!
Here you go. A toy fox. It's all yours.
What? A toy fox?
Are you okay? The hair on your tail is standing on end.
I'm fine. Thanks for the gift. Could you maybe look after the toy for me?
Are you sure?
Yes. As a thank you gift for coming with me to buy the books.
Seems like Goro still hasn't recovered from seeing Miko.
Okay, next up, this isn't the focus of this trip, but let's go buy a light novel. It says on the list that Her Excellency had an editor called Onodera purchase the latest issue of A Legend of Sword for her in advance. Well, we'd better not keep him waiting too long.
Oh, we know him! We'll lead the way!
Onodera.
I really want to invite this room. Excuse me, are you Mr. Onodera? I'm here to pick up the new issue of A Legend of Sword for Soul of the Deep.
Hello there. Yes, I have the book right here. I heard Soul of the Deep is the VIP of the Irodori festival, but couldn't make it here in time for the signing event due to the shipping schedule.
Oh, also, if you have these books available, please give me one of each. Thank you.
All right, let me see. Oh my goodness, it's your lucky day today, sir. You are the 100th reader to buy the Saga of Hamavaran. That entitles you to receive a special edition version with a review personally written by Lady Yai herself.
Are you serious?
Are you okay? You don't look very well.
I'm fine. Thank you for the books. Her Soul of the Deep asked me to buy this book after all. I'm sure she'll be very happy to receive a special version with the chief editor's review.
Does not look like he's enjoying this at all. Paimon doesn't know if he's lucky or unlucky.
Oh, one other thing. Because of the amount of your
Good night,
purchase,
Firebird.
you're able to enter the Yai Publishing House's lucky draw. Please come with me, right this way.
I get the feeling that he's the opposite of Bennett, which makes him better.
Sir, please take your lucky draw whenever you are ready.
Just turn the handle and a prize ball will come out. Maybe today's your lucky day.
Come on, Goro, go for it!
Let me see. Wow! Incredible! You got the golden ball! That's the grand prize!
Goro's nuts are golden?
Goro, you're a lucky dog today! So what is the grand prize anyway?
The grand prize is a full collection of each light novel published by Yai Publishing House.
That's a lot of
Not
books.
only is the prize awarded personally by Lady Yai, but you will also have the chance to shake hands and take a photo with her to commemorate the occasion.
What? Not only do I have to meet her, but I have to shake her hand and take a photo with her too?
What? Goro, hang in there.
This guy won the Yai Publishing House's grand prize? Wow, that's so lucky!
An entire set of all their light novels. That's worth a lot of money.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could we discuss this? I don't actually want the light novels.
Huh? You mean you want to give up the prize?
Goro, don't give up your prize. If you don't want to see Miko, that's fine. We'll figure something out.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not giving up the prize, and I can cope with the ceremony and the picture taking. But I have a request. I would like to ask Yai Publishing House to change the prize from light novels to books on agricultural science of equivalent value.
Agricultural science?
No, they are trying to grow crops.
Yes. The land in Watatsumi Island is quite barren and always yields a poor grain harvest. We've been looking for new ways to improve the residents' lives. One of her Soul of the Deep's core objectives for the Irodori Festival was to purchase some works on crop cultivation and aquaculture. If I can get these books as my prize instead, we can save a lot of money, and Soul of the Deep can buy some other useful resources too.
I see. I understand your request, but I don't have the authority to grant it. Lady Yai will have to have the final say. I will contact Lady Yai now. Please wait for our reply at the 5 Kasen Plaza. Depending on the situation, Lady Yai might need to negotiate this matter with you further in person.
Okay, understood.
Wait. At the 5 Kasen.
Goro, that was pretty brave of you. You clearly don't like having to deal with Miko, but you still agreed to the ceremony and even made your own demands.
You think so? I guess I got a burst of courage when I thought about Her Excellency's orders and the people of Watatsumi Island. I am the General of Watatsumi Island's armed forces. How can I let something like this defeat me? I'm ready now.
Good boy.
I feel like I'm back on the battlefield. Even if Yae Miko does come to negotiate with me, I won't let myself be pressured by her.
He's a good one, Chen.
You still look pretty nervous though, Goro.
Well, probably because I just realized she might make a cunning counter request just to toy with me.
Sorry for keeping you all waiting.
How did it go? What did Guji Yae say?
Lady Yae has agreed to your request to swap the light novels for books on agricultural science.
That's great!
Additionally, Lady Yae says that she will include a few extra works, considering your intended use for those books. You may accompany me to Yae Publishing House's warehouse to select your preferred books. I believe your return ship leaves tomorrow night. We will package the selected books and take them directly onto the ship for you.
You'll package the books? Then, what about the ceremony?
Lady Yae said selecting the books may take up a lot of your time and energy. To ensure you have fond memories of the Irodori festival, she decided to cancel the ceremony.
Yuki. Yuki. Mika.
Although, she did leave you a letter. You can read it on your own time.
I didn't think Yae Miko would cancel the ceremony. Huh. I was so convinced that she would try and make a fool out of me. Now it seems like I was overly suspicious of her. Anyway, I'll go with the editor to pick the books now. I won't trouble you guys anymore.
We'll see you off at the harbor.
Great. See you tomorrow night.
So it's now 1800 to 2000. 2000? That should work.
Okami and Goro will be boarding their boat home soon. Let's go down to the harbor and see them off.
Many things come to settle.
Traveler Paimon, thank you for coming to see us off.
How was your trip to Rito?
Very worthwhile. The book review session was a big success, and I feel very positive about the forthcoming talks. Goro also made a great contribution. He procured a whole batch of useful books for Watatsumi Island.
Good boy. Good doggy.
I may have won the prize, but ultimately, it was Yae Miko who gave us all these books for free. If I have the chance in the future, I must thank her properly.
Speaking of, didn't Yae Miko send you a letter yesterday? What did it say?
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll read it now.
Dear Goro, I suppose you must have been extremely nervous when you heard about the prospect of the award ceremony and the photo. It came as a surprise indeed to learn that not only did you accept those conditions, you also made your own demands. Your courage has won my respect. Those books are a token of my goodwill to Watatsumi Island, and also my gift to you. I do hope you like them. Ah, yes, I'm sure that by this point you must be feeling ever so grateful for my kindness, and are looking for a way to repay me, yes? Well, here's your chance.
Oh dear. I have to say, my butt is clenching right now, wondering what's Yae's gonna say next.
Yae Publishing House will host an event next month, and we are looking for someone to dress up as a character from a light novel and interact with the fans. Goro, you are not only patient, but also very beautiful. Why don't you come and help us? I'll prepare a tailor-made outfit just for you. Oh, and by the way, it'll be a woman's outfit.
Hee.
I knew it! I knew she was up to something!
And so they left. And we have finished all our questies that are currently available. We still have, I guess, stuff to do before we can unlock this invitation thing. But... okay, so this stuff is all done. Act 1. I wonder if there'll be an Act 2. We're all caught up here. Okay, I guess next is to do a little bit of artifact farming, maybe? I think I have about 4 condensed resins. And I'm still trying to farm a nice Echoes set. So far I have 2 pieces of the Echo set, which are copium. Oh, I'm wondering, is Hollywood wanting to still farm this artifact domain like he did before? Let's see how my luck is.
Emerge, right here. No touching. All hail.
Mind the deluge. Cascade. Gather. Order guide you.
Squish.
Come on up. Right now. Emerge. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Stabilize.
Glaze over.
Adept back. Be still. Stabilize.
Emerge.
Cascade.
Oh, you moved.
Gather.
Show them.
Like I said before, Ayato is just so good. Not good, but it has a crit stat. Better than nothing, I guess. Elemental Mastery... huh. Not really that great, given how this set works. HP... no. If first we don't succeed, we try again, and hope we can get some better pieces.
Solidify. This is order.
Right here. Right now.
No touching.
Be still.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Access denied.
Kamisato up. Suyu, cascade. Stabilize. I will have order.
Oh, squish.
Show them. Right here. Emerge. We're way behind schedule. For an...
Come on, we need some good echo set pieces. Some good echo set pieces, please. Pretty please? Oh, maybe. Ooh! I didn't need a flower, but okay. Okay, well we got one okay piece. Potentially. I have to admit, these Vermilion Hereafter goblets, I always think they look like, butt plugs. Anyways. Come on, we need a little luck.
Right now. Right here. I'm always watching. Emerge.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Next on the agenda for Rex Lapis.
Adept back. Solidify. This is order.
Oh, squish.
Come on now. Right here. Emerge.
Be still. Solidify.
Right now. Right here. Emerge. Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Kamisato up. Suyu.
Oh, that was close. He started spitting on me. Fortunately, he got frozen. Right at the nick of time. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay, well, at least we're getting the artifact enhancing fuel. That's still useful.
Stabilize.
Right now. Emerge. Right now. A sight to behold. Right here. Right now. Right here.
I will have order. Be still. Solidify.
Right now. All hail.
There we go.
Adept back. Gather. This is order.
Oh, squish.
Show them. Right here. No touching. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge.
He's so good. I love him. I love you, Ayato. Oh, it's EM Sands. But this has some, maybe it's good for an off-piece. Mm, mm, and let me see here. We got this that expires in 11 days. Do I want to use it now? Sure, I'll use it now. And then I will go and craft another 2 condensed resins. And then do a couple more farming runs. Teleport. Let me try a different party composition, just to see how this goes. Team Geo. Oh, since I'm doing Team Geo, let me change outfits. And let's go with my Zhongli cosplay. There we go. Oh, what's this? Oh, we're so close. We're so close to getting another battle pass weapon. I wonder which one I should go for.
Steady as stone. As a good knight should.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Press the advantage! Burst forth, moment of birth.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Gather. Order guide you.
Squish.
Charge! Live! Witness my great undertaking!
Well, it seems like this is going pretty well. Team Geo has no problem with this. Okay. So Team Geo did well. Maybe I'll go try the defense. It's nice if it just wasn't defense. Oh. But no. Okay. This time, let's try the healer clamshell folk. Sure, we'll do healer clamshells. Okay. Team healer clamshell. This might be a little rough. Oh, whoops.
Time down. Allow me. Eyes on me. Let the show begin. Oh, ready, steady, go!
Now you shall perish!
Hold the line!
To ashes!
Torrent, bring refuge! Let's dance!
Oh no, oh no, 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 no! Ooh, that saved me. That saved me.
Illusion shattered!
Billowing surge!
Ooh, thank goodness I was able to iframe using her burst in the middle of his spin. Oof. Oh wow, energy recharge with crit crit. Not bad. Wrong set, but oh, anyway. No. 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 And we are out of resin. Okay. Let's go back to town, examine our hall. Oh right, actually before I do that, let me make sure I collect my a couple things. Let's place this down. What to feed it? Let's feed it I got steak. Let's feed it 150 steaks. Or raw meats, rather.
There is no escape!
Allow me!
Back off!
I'll protect us!
Okay, we got some cannonballs and a few other weapon ascension materials. Next, alright, next. Make sure I collect the realm currency. Cough.
This realm is...
Let's see here. Thank you. Today is Wednesday, I think. Realm Depot. Okay, we can still buy a little bit more.
If you ever have...
Okay, now... Oh. Actually, before I do that... Did they fix it? Nope. It's still broken! I wonder if that means we're gonna get another 5,000 realm currency on Monday. Or if they finally fixed it. Hmm.
Go, Barbara, go!
Okay. Let's see here.
wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sis.
Echo set. Do we have any good pieces that go into here? Defense, no. Defense, no. Not really a good thing yet. How about here? EM, no. Okay, so nothing yet for these slots. We might get... No, we might get lucky with enhancing that, but honestly, I'm kind of happy with this piece. It's this piece that went really wonky into nothing but recharge. But I don't have... nah. Crit damage, attack, recharge, crit damage, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. What I have for the time being. Okay. Whose artifacts need to be plus 20? She's good for now. She's set for now. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. He's set for now. Okay. 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 I eventually want to put... I think I might want to put Diana into a Echo set to have DPS Diana. So I'm not really worried about plus 20ing her artifacts yet. Especially if I'm going to be changing her set soon. Does she get better at plus 20 artifacts? Well, maybe, I guess. Yeah, I guess Sucrose can be plus 20'd. He can also be. Though I'm not sure. Right now I have him in Emblem set. Goron Emblem set. Just largely because I wanted to make his burst come up as quickly as possible. So I wanted him to have lots of recharge. Which he does. He has 242% recharge. But I'm still wondering if it's better to switch him from Emblem set to maybe to Noblesse Bleach set for the attack buff? Yeah, maybe I should. Let's see here. What are your artifacts set? Oh, that thing. You're an Opulent Dream? Okay. Let's... Well, before I do that, let me see. How's he at? He's at all 20s except for a 16 in his flower. Okay, okay, let's finish him off. I do like finishing off my guys. Enhance. Let's see here. One second. I thought I heard something. Okay. I'm back, I'm back. EM. Do I want to save EM? Hey, Shignashina. It's an EM piece, so a recharge attack is good, I guess. No? Maybe? I guess I can get rid of it. That's fine. Who's Brian? Two, three, four. Let's see. Oh, okay. Wait, what's this piece? Geo. EM. No, no. EM is not useful for Geo. How are you doing today, Shignashina? Hold on a second. Nah, not good enough. Today's actually been kind of a bad day for me. I did a Windows 10 update. I did a Windows update on my Windows 10 laptop. And when the Windows 10 update, also did an Asus firmware update on my laptop. So it tried updating my BIOS version. And now my laptop is a paperweight. So after spending 6-7 hours trying to get the laptop to work, well, I kind of gave, what the, max, oh, this is max HP, that's why, okay. Let me try this, small piece, oh, no. Come on, give me a nice crit stat. Crit rate or crit stat. I mean, crit damage. Please, 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 please. Of course it didn't. Oh, so I did a Windows update on my Windows 10 laptop. And included in the update was the updater also tried to do an Asus firmware update. Basically, it wanted to update the BIOS on my laptop. And, well, apparently it turned my laptop into a paperweight because it doesn't boot anymore. Why did it have to land in Plat Attack? Ugh, my bad luck kicks in again. I am unlucky, both in-game and in real life. Okay, you're all 20'd up. You're still in the 16 range. 16. 16. 16 with 120, okay. Yeah, yeah, I I did a online chat with ASUS customer support, and they had me try a few things, none of which worked. And then they said, "Hey, we can create what's it called? An RMA to have my laptop sent to them to look at. So if I do that, they'll charge me $88 to look at the laptop, and then they'll let me know how much more on top of that it'll cost to get the laptop repaired. So, yeah, thanks Windows Update for corrupting my laptop's BIOS. And I've got, like, a lot of things on that laptop that I need. So I'm just very frustrated. And not knowing how much it'll cost to fix a laptop, I'm wondering if it's better to give up on a laptop and try to buy a replacement laptop, because I have no idea, like, it'll be $88 plus whatever the repair cost is, and I have no idea how much that'll be. I've read horror stories on Google where people have said that they would send in their laptop to ASUS and would be told it would cost more money, like would be given a bill that is more expensive than buying a new laptop, So I'm just, bad day. Today's been a bad day. I would just like something to go right for once. Who's our... maybe I can plus you and Muse. She actually has very bad artifacts too. Okay, let me do Sucrose. Since at least she'll get a direct benefit of EM increase. Which one first? Okay, this one first. Oh wait, this one doesn't give her EM. Oh, oops. Oh well. I just realized she doesn't really get EM with leveling ups on this artifact. Because it's the flower. Sure, I'll use up my sanctifying essences. Come on, times 5. Come on, times 5? Times 2? Okay, I'll take it times 2. Thank you. Okay,
I wonder when I'll...
Okay. With that, I am pretty much out of resin.
Where's my big sister?
I guess now I can switch over to do some Dead by Daylight. Let me quickly switch games. Okay. Exiting Genshin. Starting Dead by Daylight.